Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. So today guys, we are going to be reacting to the 2021 PGA nominations. PGA standing for Producers Guild of America. Now normally I don't pay too close attention to some of these awards like the PGAs, the WGAs, but this year I'm really wanting to get more in depth into awards season, so this is something that I am interested in. I want to react to these nominations. Now, if you guys are a lot like me, and maybe you're not familiar with the PGAs, what they are, their significance. I don't know a lot about the PGAs, so maybe some information I give you guys in this video might be wrong, or maybe I'm looking at the wrong things here. I don't know, but from what I've heard, the films that get nominated for, and all I'm doing, I'm looking at the title. I'm not seeing the nominations yet, but the Daryl F. Zanuck Award for Outstanding Producer of Theatrical Motion Pictures. I believe they nominate 10 films, and these films, these nominations, give us a good idea of what films will be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. So basically, they serve as a way for us to narrow down what the Best Picture nominees will be at the Oscars. So they are useful, they do serve a purpose, other than just the producers of these films being recognized. But in terms of Oscars, they do serve a purpose. And so if there are any films that maybe we were anticipating could be nominated, if they're not included in this list, then that's a pretty good indication that they probably won't be nominated for Best Picture. So these do have a lot of significance, and from what I've heard, these nominations do align pretty close with the Best Picture nominees. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into this. I'm going to screen record my computer. I've never done this before, so hopefully we're all good. My recording should have started. So all right, guys. So I haven't seen these nominees yet. I just read that title. That was all. So right off the bat, what I see here is Borat subsequent movie film. Looks like that has been nominated. So that's actually kind of interesting. So like I said, up to 10 nominees from what I've heard for this category. Oscars typically nominate 9 films, which means out of these 10, we can expect to see 1 film out of these 10 not nominated. Borat, that's interesting. Of course, Borat being a comedic film. You don't normally see comedic films nominated for Best Picture, so that would be great to see. Of course, we saw that Maria Bakalova won Best Supporting Actress at the Critics' Choice, and again, normally comedic films, comedic performances don't get recognized at the Oscars, which is interesting. So to see Borat's subsequent movie film nominated here, could we see it in the Best Picture category? Possibly, or will it be the odd one out? Let's take a look at these other nominees. So Judas and the Black Messiah, I expect that to get nominated for Best Picture for sure. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, I expect that to get nominated, definitely. Mank, I definitely expect to get nominated. Same thing with Minari. Nomadland, I think, is going to win, so it better get nominated. One Night in Miami, definitely expect that one to get nominated. Again, a really well-written film, really well acted, great direction from Regina King. Again, a solid film. Promising Young Woman, I definitely expect to get nominated as well. And then Sound of Metal. All right, guys. So we have, let me just make sure, okay, hold on. Oh, I missed one, shoot. Okay, Trial of the Chicago 7. All right, that advertisement thing was in the way. So Trial of the Chicago 7, also nominated here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nominees here in this category. We can expect to see 9 films nominated for Best Picture. Again, like I said, Trial of the Chicago 7, I expect to see nominated. Same thing with Sound of Metal. Same thing with Promising Young Woman. Same thing with One Night in Miami and Nomadland. Same thing. Minari, same thing. Mank, Ma Rainey's Judas. Borat looks like it'll probably be the film that won't get nominated at Best Picture for Best Picture out of all of these films. Again, it's the comedic film. The rest of these films are drama features. They're movies that we expect to be nominated. All of these films are great. I haven't seen Mank, and I've still yet to see Minari, although I'm very excited to watch it. But other than that, I've seen all of these movies except Mank, Minari, and Borat too. So knowing what I know about Borat, I don't think it'll be nominated for Best Picture. So that looks like that'll be the only odd one out. But other than Borat, all of these other films we can expect to see most likely get nominated for Best Picture. So again, and that's what's so cool about the PGAs is here are your Best Picture nominees most likely. Most likely. Obviously, it's not 100% guaranteed. We might see something sneak in there. Whoa, what's interesting though, now that I'm thinking about it, no, The Father. We don't see The Father. Okay, that's a big deal, and I just realized that Borat got nominated for this award over The Father. Wow, okay. Interesting. I know that The Father has had screening issues, but that's kind of crazy because I think it still has like a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a critically revered film. It has a powerhouse performance from Anthony Hopkins, from what I've heard, a great performance from Olivia Colman. She'll most likely get nominated for Best Supporting, but The Father is not present here in this category. It isn't nominated here. So does that mean that we probably won't see it nominated for Best Picture? I have a hard time believing that. But okay, so the fact that Borat was nominated here over The Father, not a huge deal. I don't expect to see Borat nominated for sure. If you asked me like 5 minutes ago, I would have told you, yeah, I would expect to see The Father nominated for Best Picture. Not seeing it in here is a little bit concerning. So, which film would would The Father have to dethrone in order to get nominated for Best Picture out of these pictures? So, I can't imagine Trial of the Chicago 7 not getting nominated. Maybe Sound of Metal. That might be the movie that The Father has to dethrone to be nominated for Best Picture. Promising Young Woman I can't imagine that not being nominated. One Night in Miami, can't imagine that. Nomadland, obviously going to be nominated. Minari, critics absolutely adore Minari. Can't see that not happening. Mank, same thing. Critics really liked Mank. Ma Rainey, maybe could be dethroned. Judas, I can't really see that not being nominated. So I think it's really down to Sound of Metal, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. But other than that, I can't imagine any of those other films not being nominated for Best Picture. So here's our big question. Here's our big takeaway. The Father was not nominated for this producer award, which it was nominated. Borat's subsequent movie film made it in over The Father. So does that mean we won't see The Father nominated for Best Picture? It's possible, but I would still be surprised, despite what we've seen here from the PGA. I would still be surprised if it doesn't get nominated. However, I shouldn't say I would be surprised because, and here's the crazy thing. We saw all of these movie delays, right? Tons of movies were postponed because of the coronavirus. Yet we are still having a difficult time figuring out which films will get nominated over other films. There is still a ton of great movies to choose from here. When you look at this list, that becomes very apparent. I loved Sound of Metal. It was like I think it was my second favorite film of last year. I would hate to see it not nominated, but I haven't seen The Father yet. I've heard it's great. It has a 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It's really hard to imagine it not being nominated. It really is. It really is. But Sound of Metal, if it gets nominated, I mean, I can't see any of these other films not being nominated other than maybe Ma Rainey's. That might be the one. All right, anyways, guys, let's maybe just take a quick glance at animated theatrical motion picture here. Croods expected, Onward expected, Over the Moon, Soul, Wolfwalkers. None of that's surprising. Those will be your animated movie nominations at the Oscars. Soul's gonna win. All right, there's really not much there. And now the rest is television. It's limited series television. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, wow. All right. So, I will leave it to you guys in the comment section below. Do you think The Father will be nominated for Best Picture, or do you think a movie like Sound of Metal could get nominated over it? Ma Rainey's maybe. Do you think, can you imagine a world where Borat gets nominated? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching my PGA nominations reactions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The next nomination we have coming up here is the BAFTAs. Those nominations get announced tomorrow, so that is the next time I will see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.